Ali, and thank you for joining us today on another episode of Coping with COVID Wellness Wednesdays. It's your host, Keeks, and I'm excited because we kind of took a break due to COVID, and I have here with me Susan Tsai. So, how did you cope with COVID? Because that's kind of why we postponed the show. She was out with the COVID, but is back positive or sorry, with a positive attitude but a negative test result.
Exactly.
So like, how did you get through it? How did you cope with COVID?
I just slept the whole day, and then
R&R.
cause my symptom is not like strong, but still like I need a lot of rest. So so basically I just rest the whole week, and then after that I feel stronger,
Yeah.
like more
More.
energetic. Like wow, okay, I survived, and here we go.
It wasn't the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
And you said you got all the symptoms. You felt all the symptoms.
I had fever, and my body was hurt, and sore throat, coughing, my runny nose, and also I even lost the test.
The
Not
taste.
not the smell. I can smell it, still smell it, but I couldn't like taste a lot of like food. So, but for just for maybe 2 weeks, and after 2 weeks was fine.
In Taiwan, do you guys have like go-to foods for when you guys do get sick with like a common cold or fever? Like, are there certain things you guys eat?
You mean like when we got sick?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
Like
actually
your
we
guys' home remedies?
yeah we did like first I think most common concept is people will eat a lot of fruit.
A lot of fruit.
Yeah, or ginger. Like we love. I think usually. I remember when I was sick, my friend brought. He cooked like chicken soup with. I don't know. I feel like every time when we get sick, we like to eat like soup.
Soup, yeah. I
Soup
love
and
soup too.
chicken. Maybe you put a lot of ginger or like ginger or green onion or like onion. So those food can make you maybe recover from inflammation faster.
Yep, ginger for
And
sure.
alcohol or something like just mix together and the soup. So actually my friend brought me the soup when I was sick. It's kind of
Nice.
common in our culture, like drink a lot of soup.
Fluids, a lot of fluids.
And what did you guys do or drink when?
Well, my mother-in-law, she made a lemongrass drink.
Oh,
Basically,
okay.
they steeped the lemongrass and then no sugars added or anything. It was just straight up, the lemon grass tea, I would say, because they steeped it, and we either could drink it hot or cold, and then they also we kind of like steamed with it, I guess you can say, because they had it in a pot, the lemongrass tea in a pot, nice and steaming, and then got under the covers, and then we just stir the pot and then inhale the steam, and that's what really kind of soothed my throat as well as my sinus, and then I also drank it, so that was nice. I've never had it before straight up like that. One, it smells good. I think the other name is called couscous, um, and it's an acquired taste. I think it would be good with definitely good with sugar, but I was trying to avoid that during COVID. So straight up is also good. And then after that, she's continued to make it, so it's available in the ice box. You can just take a little shot of it every day. Yeah, so it's been nice to try some home remedies, some local stuff for sure.
Yeah, I think a lot of different people, different country, they have different remedies
ways,
for curing the
And I like to
sickness.
explore the natural ways
exactly.
before going to medication.
Exactly.
That's just
very
my
true.
preference, though.
Yeah, that's very true.
If I can't pronounce it, I don't really want to try it. But let's moving on to our program for the day. To my understanding, we're going to be learning a little bit more about religion in Taiwan. And later on in the segment today, we'll have a few guests to come and share about wellness and fitness. Palau Weightlifting Federation will be joining us. We have Benedict Quintaro, Cyrus Sali, and Jamira Richard. So we'll be waiting on them to show up today. But without further ado, do you want to take it away?
Yeah,
All right.
sure. So last couple of weeks we introduced a lot, like for example our festival. So it's we kind of talk about our
We did the Tomb
religions.
Sweeping Festival
Yeah,
last. Yeah.
yeah, that's true. So I wanna introduce more detail and some interesting detail about our religion. So it's related to our temple.
Okay.
Yeah, so because in Palau, it's most of people is Catholic or Christian, and the church, it's a Western culture. I mean, we see the church a
Christianity.
lot, so we all know how church look like. But in Taiwan, we have our own temple. Like you could say it's Buddhism or Taoism temple. It's kind of combined right now. Nowadays, people don't really distinguish them like clearly. Like for us, it's just our traditional temples. So if you, yeah, it's like that. If you ever go to Taiwan, you will see we have countless traditional temples in the country. Some is like very big and like magnificent like that, the picture, but some is maybe just very small, like they just
Like
hide
a
in the
shrine.
land, maybe just or just maybe 2 or 3 people can fit in, and that's all. Like
Oh,
small one, really
yeah.
small one. Yeah, so this one is the quite big one, and it's in Taipei. We call it Longshan Temple. Yeah,
Longshan
it's
Temple.
very. I think it's very famous. If you ever go to Taipei, a lot of people will go visit there. Longshan Temple is a huge one, and usually when you see the picture, we have 3 gates, one in the middle, one in the right side, one in the left side. Okay, that's the kind of the traditional temples, like 3 gates. So, so if you go visit, like you have a tour around the temple, you will see a lot of animal stages. Like in our culture, we love dragon. Like dragon is not really an animal, but we love that. We love this symbol because for us it's powerful. It's blessings, good luck. So usually the dragon you will see in the right side of the gate, right? The right side, cause when we have 3 gates, and usually we only get into the temple through the right side, the right gate, and the middle one is usually for God or spirit. So we don't really. You when you see the picture, it's really big, but usually it's close because we think it's only for God. So we never use this. Sometimes once a while, but only for a special event. And the
Okay.
left side is when we get out of the temple. Yeah, we leave the temple through the left one. So when we go in the temple through the right side, the right gate, usually you will see the dragon was there, because we believe that, as I say, the dragon is a powerful blessing, good luck. So we want to
When you. Oh.
enter the blessing, enter all the like good luck. And when we get out, usually you will see a tiger statues on the left side, because tiger for us is kind of like dangerous or disaster, so bad luck. So we wanna leave. We wanna get out of the all the bad
I
things.
see.
Yeah, it's kind of
Okay.
tricky. Yeah. So, but it's important. Like usually we go is like that. Go through in the temple through right gate, and we get out through the left one. All
Nice.
right, and then so what? I mean, in Christians church, you go there. You pray and you sing. And did you eat there? I mean, not really.
Well,
Only like after.
potluck afterwards
Yeah,
for me. Yeah.
yeah. So, but you also you don't in Christian, because I used to go to the church. I mean, the Christian church, they also don't really bring the
As
food.
offering.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's offering. But in our religions, we do that a lot. Especially, we love to bring fruit,
Okay.
and actually everything you eat. If you eat, the God can eat. That's how we see that. So we bring a lot of fruit or any kind of food.
Is it just left out like in a certain area, like, or like when they're brought to the temple, they just Are they there until they
Yeah,
go bad, or do people end up taking it to
we
eat?
we will usually we put on the table, the
Mm-hmm.
god's table, and we wait until I will introduce later. We have the incense until the incense is burning out. It's finished means the rituals finished, and then
Mm.
we can bring those offering back home. It
Oh, I
means the god
see.
finished the food.
Oh,
They
okay.
finish, and then you say you can eat, and it's full of blessing. The food is
Okay.
good right now. Yeah. Yes.
Alright.
So the food usually we will bring it, and also as I mentioned earlier, we have the incense, the burning one. So it's kind of interesting. Like in Christians church, you just pray, right? You
Yeah.
just talk. I mean, whatever you are thinking, whatever you want, you just talk. Maybe you just think in your mind, and the God you think God will know. And but in our religions, this couple tours, we think we can communicate with God. And one of it is the incense. So there's a lot of incense in the temple, and so every time when we go visiting, when we go for praying,
Mm-hmm.
we will burn it like that, and then we will pray to the God, and at the same time, you have to introduce the to the like who you are to the God. Maybe
Mm.
your name, your birthday, your address, your ID, whatever, or what you're praying for. I
Mm.
mean, as detailed as you can do as possible. Yeah, so this is, and when we burn the incense, you will see the smoke is like going up. So
Mm-hmm.
for us, the symbol is like, the messages
It's
go up.
traveling.
Yeah, it's go up.
Oh.
Yeah, so the incense is one of the things we use to
To
communicate.
communicate.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So burning of incense. Yes, and after that, we will pray to, because every temple we have, I mean, it depends a lot. A lot of temple they have different statue of God.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, it's not like Christian. We only believe maybe Jesus, but in our religions, there's a lot of plenty God, and they in charge of different things.
Mm-hmm.
So every time when we praying, we facing and praying toward the God statue.
Mm-hmm.
After that, we turn around, and we usually I mean the backside it's facing the sky. It's like we have three gates, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
like the main one, and we're facing the middle one, the middle gate, and it's facing the sky. So also we praying toward the sky, so feel like the God is also there.
Mm.
Yeah, and so after that, yeah, you will see this picture. So we just put it. There will be usually, no,
Oh,
the
sorry.
last one.
This one.
Yeah, there's the big burner like that. So
Mm.
everyone after the praying, they just put the incense inside, and after, as you asked earlier, after it's burned out, we can, the praying is finished, so we will bring our food or offerings back home.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes. Yep. And so that's the first tool we communicate, and the second one, which is personally I think is very interesting, and I also bring it today, is this one. If they can see that like that. Yeah. Yep.
Mm.
It's like moon, like,
It's made out of wood.
yeah, it's made out of wood, and it's usually the color is red.
Mm-hmm.
But this one it's a little, it's too old, so maybe, yeah. But yeah, we called it boy. It's not in Mandarin, it's in Taiwanese dialect, boy.
Boy.
Yeah, it's, yeah, just boy. So it's like
Mm.
yeah, you can hold it. It's, yeah, and then how we do that is like after we talk with the God, and maybe we will ask something, right? Every time when people go to the God, it means they need something, or maybe they want they don't know what decision they should make, so they want an answer from the God.
Mm.
So we pray, we say what we want, and we just throw the tools on the floor,
Mm-hmm.
and if it's come out like one it's front side, one it's back side, like that, like the round one and the flat one, if
Mm.
it's turned out like that, It means God says yes. He
Yes.
agrees.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he say
One is
good.
flipped facing
Yeah,
the correct way and one is upside down.
yeah. It means yes. All right, and if it's like this one, so one is like two like two is like the front like round one.
Mm-hmm.
Or both of them are round one means no. Like God say cannot make it happen or something like that. Yeah, and if it's like that, like two side or
Mm-hmm.
back side, like the
Flat. Mm-hmm.
flat one, we think it's like the God is smiling. He's like,
Hmm.
maybe. Yeah, or maybe you didn't ask the answer clear enough,
Mm.
or he doesn't want to tell you yet.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's
yeah,
not
so
time
either way,
yet.
yeah, it's like, all right. Yeah, so we really believe that. So if you go to the temple in Taiwan, you will hear or see a lot of people, they just keep throwing. They won't get an answer like yes.
So two flat sides. Two flat sides means maybe, you would say,
Yeah,
or maybe.
maybe.
Two round sides means
No.
no,
Yeah.
and then one flat and one round side means yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Kind of cool. And
And
it
are they always this size, like size for
yeah,
your
yeah.
hand?
Always is maybe some is a little bigger, but
Mm-hmm.
usually like you can hold
Typically,
it.
it's for
Yeah, yeah,
your
you can
palm.
hold it.
And then when you say a prayer and throw it, is there a certain way that you're holding them, or?
Not really. You just hold it and you feel it's good. Just
Mm.
like you cast the dice, you just
Mm.
throw it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you just do it. So
Okay.
and Kiro, you asked me earlier, like, is it only in temple? Actually, no. Like in my grandparents' place, they have a like really small temple, like a
Mm.
statue or something, and they have this too. Like
Like a
when
shrine.
yeah, like whenever they want to ask, whenever they want some answer
Mm-hmm.
or support, they would just throw it and get
Wherever
the
they
answer
are.
from the
Oh.
god. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
Interesting.
So it's called boy. Yeah, it's not a Mandarin word. It's
Mm.
Taiwanese dialect. Yeah. Boy.
Taiwanese dialect.
Yeah.
Boy.
Boy.
How do
Yep.
you spell that?
I don't even know it. I mean, I know how to write it, but I don't know how to.
Like the translation in alphabet. You don't know.
Yeah. Just I know how the character, but the English. I mean, the spelling. It's
Mm.
yeah. I don't know how to spell it. Yes. So and then yeah, and so this one is one of the tool we communicate.
Nice.
And then I also
Mm-hmm.
bring a lot different. I think I mentioned that last time when we talking about like
Yep. The burning of the
yeah,
yellow papers or the burning
yes,
money.
it's actually okay. This one, can people see that?
Yeah, let's put it up closer.
It's pretty actually. The pattern. I mean,
Yeah, this one I see. Are these significant? Like
it
this person
say
looks like an emperor. Is
I
that?
just yeah. I feel like it's like some god because we have a lot of different god. So
Mm.
not all of them I know, but I think it's like God or someone with the power, and the character is say like praying for peace,
Mm.
something like that. So this one actually, oh sorry, this this is actually the currency afterward. I mean, in our religions.
Mm.
So no matter whenever it's like the festival we mentioned last time, the
Mm-hmm.
Twin Sweeping Festival, or like a regular praying or ritual, we will we will want the god or your ancestor to have money after life
Mm-hmm.
in their word.
Mm-hmm.
So we would just burn this one.
What does it say across the
It's
top?
a praying for peace.
Praying for peace.
Yeah, for peace. Yeah. So
And I noticed this is a different type of paper, and this is a
no,
different
I
type
think
of paper.
it just this one is one set. Maybe they
Oh.
have certain, for example, maybe $5, but I don't know how
Oh.
much it's actually it is.
Is
So
it worth?
yeah, so just okay, this is one set. Yeah, so usually we just we pray after praying, and we will buy this one with the money.
Mm.
I think it's not really expensive, but they sell it in the temple, so we just buy it. And usually outside the temple there was a huge burner, so everyone will just burning money there.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah. So that's the one thing I wanna show you guys.
And what is
So
this that you have here?
this the same. Just I
Oh,
think
just
they made it
bigger.
different. Yeah. But it's actually the same. The praying
Pray for
for God.
peace.
And I think it's bigger version. See the picture. Yeah, the God
Can we
here.
open one and
Yeah,
see how
sure.
big? Because I think the
I
details would be more
I have
obvious.
yeah, just the bigger version.
Also a different type of paper.
Yeah,
Is this kind of like the label
front.
cover?
Yeah,
of
I
this?
think it's a cover.
But
The cover.
typically they look like
Yeah,
this.
yeah, true.
Wow.
Yep.
This is a big sheet of money.
Yeah, you can buy a lot of stuff with that. I think it's all the same. Yeah.
And are these like etchings or is it carved? Like, how do they get this design to be stamped on here?
Then
Like, you guys have traditional ways of printing?
I don't think
paper?
so. Yeah, I think nowadays they just print it like a lot.
And what is the paper called again?
金纸 like gold paper.
金纸
We call it like gold paper. Yeah, golden paper. Okay, 金纸 yeah, like the money for ancestor or for the god. Yep, that's it. Right.
Oh, and you have another we have this Taiwanese Cupid over here. I was wondering
Yeah,
what that
yeah,
is.
yeah. So,
one last
cause
thing to share.
yeah, cause we have a lot of God like in charge of different things, and I just feel it's very interesting. So I wanna introduce. It's a Taiwanese version of Cupid. So it's like he's the kind of in charge of the marriage. Like if you are single for a while, you want to find someone, go to him. If you going to marry to someone and you are not sure, go to him. That's what we believe. Yeah,
So will like somebody pray and then throw these?
yeah, exactly. That's how it
Oh.
works. Like we when we talk with him in a temple, we use this one to communicate and see what he thinks.
What's his name?
He's we called 月老
Say that one more time.
月老
Yule Lao.
月老 yeah
月老
月老月老 So if you sit closer in his left hand, no, right hand, you see there's a red strings, the long one. Yeah. It's actually I didn't have it. So anyway, so it's a red strings, and usually when maybe single young people, they go to him and they pray. After they pray, the temple, they will give you the red string. Only one, not the whole thing, the one red string, and you need to keep it in your wallet. And one day, if you found it lost, means okay, your Mr. Right or Mrs. Right is going to show up soon. Because we believe in our pinky, we all tied by the red string, like invisibly. So you and your another half, you all have the same red string. So if one day that string in your wallet is gone, means it's going to show up. And some
In the form of a person.
yeah, and some of my friends, they actually, they tasted and it's come true. Like they were kind of shocked, but I didn't try. So so yeah. Anyway, a lot of people believe that, and
That's
I feel
interesting,
I
though,
feel it's
like,
very interesting.
The way that there's like you said, there's many gods for different things, and just the process. Why is it the red string though? Like that, I'm just curious.
Red, of course, we love red.
Yeah.
Like we feel it's love, represent love and good luck, everything. So I think, yeah, even like this, it's red. So I think we just love the color.
What about is there any significance on why it's a string?
White? I think in our culture,
Or why is it a string that you get from the temple and then keep in your wallet?
No, only the red one.
Or but like why? Like why do you guys?
Why
why is it a string and not a piece of
for
paper?
string? I think it's just
fabric?
like he was designed. I mean, his look is designed by that. Like he has something. He has usually we believe the story I heard is he has one book, and in those book, every single one, me like we and our significant half,
Mm-hmm.
our partner was writing. Our name is writing together on the book, so
Mm.
he know exactly who's gonna be with whom. So he has
Mm-hmm.
a list, and at the same time he has a string, so he can, he managed this thing like a really relationship, marriage.
Everything's all
Yeah, so
intertwined.
he's in charge of everything, so you don't have to worry about it. They already assign you a partner, and which is you're gonna be together forever,
Your
something like that.
soulmate.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's
Wow,
something like that. So
that's interesting.
yep.
I was trying to think, and off top of my head, I don't recall hearing any stories about
Oh yeah.
matchmakers, but I'll
Yes,
have to do my
matchmaker.
research on that one. And
uh
if you guys know any stories in Palauan culture about any matchmakers or, you know, any particular love story that
mm.
doesn't end in tragedy, let me know. Yeah, because I only really know
The
about,
tragedy one?
yeah, it's about
Really?
tragedy.
Like sad one, like
Yeah,
like
it
not a happy ending one. I think
mm-mm.
most of our story too.
Also
If it's
tragedy.
like about love story, I don't know why they like to make it like so sad. To make
So
it better, I don't know.
like what the lesson, what that
Yeah.
there has to be a lesson in that. Um, the one Palan story I was referring to, like a tragedy, was like Sure and Tule.
Mm.
You know, she fell in love with someone, and then a high chief of one of
Mm.
the villages, you know, basically wanted to take her as his wife, but she had already found the love of her life.
Is a
So
real one or is just
it's a, I believe it's a true legend. There
okay?
is a historical site in that
Mm.
state of Marard. Um, and anybody tuning in or watching this later, you can also correct me if I get any details or miss any details. But the gist of the story, and it's one of the more popular ones. But the gist of the story is that, she died for love because she didn't want to she didn't want to go on without being with the love of her life. So
Mm.
um, um, instead of going to be with that person,
Mm.
she went under a tree and took her own life
Mm.
and had her head delivered to the chief that wanted to take her as a wife. Yeah.
Wow, very
So,
sad and strong.
so the chief was only how do we say it? He was only lusting over her
Mm.
looks,
Mm.
and so she was like, "You can have my face, but
You cannot have my
my
heart
heart and
hurt.
my body." And so,
Oh.
but like I said, I don't recall any like matchmaker stories, but I'll do some research and
Yeah,
see,
all
because
right.
it's interesting how there are a lot of we have a lot of legends too. It's just
Yeah.
I think they're more like lessons on
Mm, mm, mm.
specific things. And for per state, they have like a respective animal, whether it's a
Oh,
sea animal or a land animal, like a
okay.
bird,
Mm.
that is like we would say demigod, or it's sacred, so we're not supposed to kill them or anything like. Um, for example, one of them is the spotted stingray.
Mm.
Other one is the snake that can go on land and sea. It's like
Mm.
white and black. I'm not too sure of the name. I can't think of the English name, but the Palau name is Malaringer. And
Mm.
sometimes you'll see them at horror or iray sites swimming in
Okay.
the
Oh,
rocks.
oh, oh.
And growing up, we were just told like, don't disturb them. If you see them, just go ahead and let it go, let
Yeah.
it pass, and don't disturb it. And then as far as like the spotted stingrays, um, it's kind of like a known island wide known thing that you don't kill those.
Mm,
You don't
mm,
kill.
mm.
And it's what I found interesting, like in my time growing up, there will be moments where maybe family members, group of men went out fishing, and they whether they meant to or not, kill the spotted stingray, and then the sickness starts from him and or that person who killed that animal, and then it just goes down and down
To
the
the
line
family.
until they find out what happened. And usually, um, like they'll go and like if they come to find out, oh, like they killed the spotted stingray, they have to go to that state where the stingray is a demigod. They have to go to that state and go and see what we call the rubak. Sometimes it's a woman, but it
Yeah.
takes on the embodies the spirit of a rubak or old man, and they have to go and um, apologize and ask for grievances so that they can lift that curse so the sickness doesn't continue in
All
their
right.
family.
Wow.
Yeah. And I've heard some stories. I personally haven't had to encounter that situation, but I've heard some stories like they go to apologize, and then the betel nut, the rubak fixes the betel nut and spits it while they're saying whatever
Oh.
they're saying to to scold and also correct your wrongdoing. So
Wow.
um, that's kind of just what
Maybe
I know.
we
And
can.
like I said, if you guys can correct me or you have something to add on that, drop it in the comments and we could talk about it more next time around. But do you have anything else for us? Did you bring any snack?
I do, but I didn't. I give you later.
Oh
I
wait.
remember. I remember. But
Oh.
I didn't. Yeah, it's in some my friend's place, so
Oh.
I haven't
No,
get it
I
from
just
him.
remembered and I seen
Yeah,
we'll bring one or
yeah.
two
I
snacks.
remember. I
So
remember that.
hopefully in the next segment,
Yeah.
next payday Wednesday, yeah, 2 weeks because we stream every payday Wednesday unless somebody gets COVID,
Yeah.
and so hopefully we'll be able to try something. Maybe you can tell me what it is, and I can find something local that's maybe similar. Or,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
But do you have an idea of what you're gonna bring to the show
Next
next
time,
time?
I was thinking maybe next time when we see is like May, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we have
First week of May, I think.
yeah
Yeah.
our first week, but we have a festival coming up soon, and it's called Dragon Boat Festival. So maybe we can
Dragon what?
boat dragon boat like
BOAT
boat.
boat. Oh, Dragon Boat
Yeah. So
Festival.
maybe I'll think about it. Maybe we can talk about that.
Yeah,
Like, or if I
and the
come up anything.
significance of dragons and like
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
it's incorporated in your
Yeah.
culture.
So maybe we can talk about it.
All right, cool. Well,
Yes.
thank you very much,
Sure.
Susan. And we are going to take a break while I check in on our next in-house guest, Palau Weightlifting Federation. So stay tuned. Go ahead, bathroom break. Get you some water. Get you some refreshments, and we'll be back in about 2 minutes.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank
All right. Okay, so I am going to get out of the screen. Hi, guys. Thank you guys for sticking with us. We are back and we are here with Palau Weightlifting Federation. You want to come in a little bit, Sai? Um, all right. Like, this is very linear. And yeah, do you guys want to, from starting from you guys, from Benedict moving forward, do you guys want to go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourselves? And yeah.
Ali, hello. My name is Benedict Quintaro. I'm working, yes, of right now, I'm working for the fire department, BPS. Yes, I'm the vice president for the weightlifting federation now. Yeah, and Stivik Patrice is the president of the
Oh, okay.
weightlifting federation.
Nice. How long have you been lifting weights?
So been lifting weight. So what I'm doing now is Olympic lifting.
Mm.
That's the what we're gonna be doing. I've been lifting weights. I started back when I was in the states, back in Maryland, 2013.
Mm.
So what got me into
So,
weightlifting? Yeah, what got me into weightlifting was we were out there and we were kind of bored. There was nothing to do
mm-hmm.
besides just work. So me and my brother, we decided, hey, let's go to the gym. Let's make sure like we
Stay fit.
stay fit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just make sure we keep moving. So yeah, that's how we started, and then it moved on to other stuff, and then now I'm actually lucky because when I came here, I was still doing like the regular just lifting, bench press, and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that, squat. And then Steven Patrice, he came to Palau to revive the sport, and I was interested because I knew that he was actually really good. So he can actually train me. Yeah.
And from only like just observation, morating na nga niya at nga weightlifting and like of the Airbella more care more care.
Right.
So in this coming event, you guys will be going to where?
Saipan.
Saipan.
Yeah, we're gonna be going to Saipan. Yeah, but the numbers before, yes, there was people going, but it was more like on and off.
Mm.
Like there would be people just training for like an event, but for Stivik, it was different. That was his life.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that was his life. So he was basically a child. He was just training for every event coming up.
Wow. Every
Yeah.
opportunity.
So he was like one of like the only ones. Like there was like maybe three or four of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, including his sisters. Yeah. He has twin sisters that
Right.
they're
Yep.
actually
Yep. They did all mga apply school.
right. They're
I
actually really
remember
good.
seeing them do some competition, especially like during the Palau Games.
Right.
That's what's up. And who did you bring with us today?
Hello, my name is Tamara Richard. I'm a senior in Pala High School. I started lifting 2020. Uh, it started when Bennett and our coach Stevie, they're the one that inspired us and then told us, you should come and try out,
Mm-hmm.
see how it is. So I started training and then it really made me feel like this is something, this is a very good sport. I should really put myself into it and encourage other people because this is actually a very good sport.
So you started in 2020.
Yes.
What were you lifting when you first started compared to now? Like pound wise, weight wise.
So it was hard for you to get 40 kilos before, but now
Yes,
you're doing
now it's like
40 kilos.
Yeah.
Wow.
but now you're doing
yeah, power.
So what the coach have them do is like of course they come in start off with a bar
Mm.
and then move up with for the starters. When she first started, she was actually good. It's just form wise.
One.
Yeah, there were a lot of actually Palauans were actually built for lifting. Like where our body is good for lifting, weightlifting, because we
How
just
so? Like in what way?
So
Like-
in weightlifting, it's weight class based. So I mean, I've competed in other sports, swimming, basketball, where height, once you reach a certain level, an elite level, height comes into play.
Mm.
As much as I hate to say it, but with weightlifting, you're only challenging people your size because of those weight classes. And for our size, we're We're pretty strong.
Yeah, we're very strong. A lot of the we've trained so many kids,
Mm-mm.
people, adults that would come, and I mean I've lived in the states uh, for years, and our age, and of course they're tall, they're big, but this movement is actually, I would say, it's we're natural at this movement. So I would say like we're built to weightlift or built for this kind of lifting. Yeah, I could say. Yeah.
Interesting you should say, because I'm kind of thinking back on the studies from Dr. Kulam, and she was mentioning those mounts in Aimeli.
Mm.
All of those mounts, all of those terraces were made with people manually moving
Yes,
stuff.
yes,
So I'm just
yes.
like, maybe that's something in the genetics for sure, because like all of that stuff was man-made and it was all like lifted onto, But anyways, I'm not gonna go too much into that. Yeah, and you want to tell us about your journey in
All right, I
weightlifting?
guess I should introduce
True.
myself. I was
Yeah.
talking. So, my name is Cyrus Salih. I'm currently working at the Penthouse Hotel. I started weightlifting, I would say, I started back in high school. I won't say the year, I don't want to age myself. But started while I was competing in like track and swimming,
Mm,
just regular weightlifting. And it wasn't until I left Palau, joined the Air Force around 2009, 2010.
mm-hmm.
And then it was more recreational lifting and powerlifting, which is just squats and deadlifts. It wasn't until 2016, 2017 when I started doing Olympic weightlifting back in the States.
Mm-hmm.
So when I moved back to Palau in 2019, it was just before Ben had moved back and Coach Stevic. So it was just, it all kind of fell into place to where me and him we were still pretty new at the sport.
Mm-hmm.
And then Stevic was back and ready to coach. So
Nice.
we've just
It's
kept it
just
going
all
since then.
aligned.
Yeah.
And I hear both of you guys had mentioned Olympic weightlifting. Like,
Yes.
what does that really mean? Like, is that because you're training for Olympics, or is it like the style?
It's the style. So in Olympic weightlifting, it's really just two main lifts. It's the clean and jerk. So I know like we'll see each other on Instagram, but you'll see us posting stuff where we're lifting the weight up and catching it and then throwing it over our head.
Mm-hmm.
That's a clean and jerk. And then snatch is where you just lift it up over your head in one motion,
One motion.
as opposed to like regular weightlifting, which is just like squats and deadlifts or bench press.
Okay. And those are like, uh, are there more than those two styles? Like when it comes to Olympic competition, like you guys are going to the mini games, are there different categories that you guys will be entering? Like how does that work?
It's just, I mean, he could probably elaborate a little more.
So like I think to answer that question is I would be competing in the 96 kg,
96
the
kg.
96 weight class.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be going up against the same weight, the people that are my the weight class.
Weight class, like what you're lifting,
No,
or your
body
weight.
weight, body weight.
Oh, okay.
And
So he's
then
like a
we're
big
gonna
boss.
we're gonna compete who lifts the heaviest in
Yeah.
that weight class
Mm.
with clean and jerk and
Mm.
snatch.
Oh.
So first, actually, you got 3 attempts
Mhm.
for snatch, and then you're gonna have 3 attempts for clean and jerk. Yeah. So they're gonna total the highest number you got, and that comes out. You gotta be the top, of course.
And like, what makes a good lift, or like how when they're like rating you guys, is it like you holding your
Yeah.
form?
There's certain movements you have to hit, and then once the weight is overhead, like we have to throw it up and catch it with our arms fully extended, elbows locked.
Right.
If we were to like throw it up and then we have to press out, then that's a
Oh,
DQ.
it's
Those
just like a
guys-
straight.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah. There's a lot of these technical aspects to it. So.
That's cool. I'm learning more than I
Yeah.
ever knew before you guys walked in here. So
I
thank you very
mean, there's
much.
a lot of lifts out there,
Mhm.
but in like Olympic games and micro games going on, there's only one style of weightlifting, which is the Olympic lifting.
Mhm.
And then, but of course, you got other sports, which is the powerlifting and what else? The CrossFit, of course, stuff like that. They combine different. But when we say you represent your country to the Olympics,
Mhm.
it's only Olympic lifting. Yeah.
Okay. Um, why, if you don't mind me asking, why do you guys choose weightlifting? Like of all the sports that you, know, you can participate in, like it seems like also if you recreational lifting.
Mhm.
You were already doing it in the States. Uh, what is the what is that takeaway? What do you get from it that you know keeps you going to continue to show up and consistent?
My experience. So this Olympic lifting is not just showing how strong you are,
Mm,
and discipline, dedication, and um, so what I can say for me is I do it just so I can have that feeling of not only fit, but like I'm okay. Like instead of the weightlifting, it's fun. It's actually fun. Like people would just look at it and say like, oh, it's just moving up here and then there. Like you're just moving weight, but it's more than that. It requires you to be disciplined. Requires you to focus. So I would say sometimes relieve stress. Like I'm at work whole day. Like I'm tired, and when I go and I lift, it just gives me that sense of happiness, I guess. Like I just go home feeling good, because I did something fun, and yeah, I could say fun.
and it's like self care.
Right, right, right.
Okay.
It comes the self care comes with it. Yeah.
So, what do you guys have coming up? Like, is there anything that you guys are doing in regards to the mini games, in preparation for it? Do you have any fundraisers going on? Any way that people can either come out and show support, whether it's by monetary donations or just
Yes. So today we actually had a meeting with the PNOC,
hmm
and yeah, we're coming up with things to do, fundraiser, and yeah, like so right now it's still in plan.
hmm
I don't want to say it might not
Oh,
happen, or
no
but it's
worries.
still in plan.
Mhm.
Just look out,
And
just yeah, because they're
look
gonna
out
be
for
posting
things.
it and stuff like that. So what's in store is like example car wash, selling of plates, and might go to night market.
You guys have a goal of what you need to, what the goal as far as funds that you need to raise to
Yes,
make the trip.
yes, we
Can you
have.
share that information?
I'm not really confident with the numbers, but I
Oh,
just know, I just know it's up there. Like,
okay.
yeah, because we have like a lot of athletes going, and just a person like one athlete, like just the plane ticket, it's already like thousands. Yeah,
Yeah,
because we're
yeah.
going to Saipan, and this is round trip.
Okay.
So you could imagine like about 75 athletes. So we're looking not only just for the airfare, we're looking at the hotel,
Accommodation.
yeah, food, and
Oh, so like, are you guys working together? All the different athletes that are going to mini games, you guys are all working together to fundraise for like one pool.
We're getting towards that. Yeah, we had a whole athlete a team Palau meeting a couple weeks ago,
Okay.
and then that's where we've kind of started getting the ball rolling,
All right.
and then talk about what sums we need for each team, for each individual.
Okay. Yeah, I saw like a yard sale going on at the Spiders Gym and
Oh yeah, that was the Team Palau basketball. I
oh,
think they're
that's
going
just
to a
it.
different event,
Oh,
same
okay.
time,
Guam,
but they're
Guam.
going to Guam. Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
shouldn't be talking about that.
Oh, but if they want to know more, they can reach out to them directly. All right, so I'm gonna put it up on the screen, but can you let everybody know where they can contact the Palau Weightlifting Federation, and in case they want to, send donations your way or
So right now, contact Coach Stivic. You can contact 778 1813 and then get more information, or call 488 6819 and then get more information on how to go ahead.
But I will say that for people, because we're still a growing community,
Mhm.
most of us are available on social media. That's how most of us got in touch with each other in the first place.
in
So
your personal social media.
yeah, so if anyone would be willing to join, we're because so in a couple of months we'll have the mini games, which is really just us. It's our first big event as the current team.
Mm-hmm.
But next year there's micro games in Marshall Islands.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's all going to be building. So if anyone wants to join us,
They can
they
reach
can
out to you guys
call the numbers
directly.
that he said, or they can. I know she'll probably be on her social media more than me and this guy's.
All right, for
Yeah.
sure. So they can reach out. I have a couple of people here. Oh, it's your coach.
Yeah.
Um,
He
Hey,
said, "Hi
Coach.
guys." And we also have Else. She said, "Hey lifters." And we
Elsa.
have Calvis Miralbom.
Fire.
Threw up them flames.
Hey. Thank you.
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to share? Maybe your personal social media so that people can reach out to you directly.
You can reach out to me Facebook, Kintaro Ben, or Instagram, same Kintaro Ben, and you can just message me. Yeah.
For me, you can contact me on Facebook, Mawa Richard. I'll help you if anything.
For sure.
And then for me, it's Cyrus Salih, but it's Cyrus with an X. So either one, Instagram or
Or
Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Love it when we get to talk to other Palauans. So, um, if any of y'all are tuning in, I hope you can hear me. Please go ahead and show support. Follow them on Facebook at Palau Weightlifting Federation and IG at Palau Weightlifting. And be on the lookout for any flyers and announcements for fundraisers so we can come out and show support as well to
Thank
you
you.
guys. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you guys next Payday Wednesday.